Alright, first, thank you for clicking on the video. Second, there is some issues with aspect ratio because during most of the tutorial, I recorded both eyes. So, you guys unfortunately will have to be watching through square. For some of the clips, it will be landscape. I apologize for this, but it was too late and the tutorial took too long. I do not want to record it again. Now, let's get into it, and thank you for coming. Okay, specifically for this guide, you're gonna want a file explorer. In the main thing is that you're gonna want a developer account so you're able to move OBBs. To test it, try to take an OBB from one of your games, copy it, go to downloads, and just paste it there. If it works and it lets you paste it over, you're gonna be able to play do the whole guide properly. Don't mind the loading screen in the back, by the way. That I have Quest Games Optimizer. It's gonna do that for some reason. But you're gonna want, in my opinion, I like to have a fresh install. It's not required, but a fresh install Bonelab. And you're gonna want to go to your browser. And first, hold on, let me close these out real quick. All right, so first you're gonna want to search up Lemon Loader. Yeah, I spelled it wrong, but that's fine. You're gonna want to go to their GitHub, find this page, and you're going to want to go to the top right and make sure it says Melon Loader Fork for Android support. Click on it, and once it loads, you're going to want to scroll down to Releases and click the latest version. And then find the APK specifically. Now, while that's installing, let's go to Thunderstore. Make sure you click Bonelab so it's just easiest. You're going to want to find Bonelib, and you're going to want to press manual download. And this part's not required, but I prefer it. It's my favorite code mod. Search up Fusion. And then click on Fusion. Go to versions. And the newest version works, but it's not the smoothest. I like to use 1.12.2. Download that. And now we're going to want to go to our downloads inside a file manager of choice. Don't mind that. And then we're going to want to go to the lavagang.melonloader.installer.apk. Install it. You might need permissions if it's a fresh install of the File Explorer, but I've used this before and I've done it before, so it's not an issue. And then once you're here, you want to go. You get this page. Press Setup on both of them and allow both. And now we're going to go to our File Explorer, Main Storage, Android, OBB, and we're going to scroll down to the bottom, because then you'll probably find stresslevel0.bonelab near the bottom. You're going to want to take both these OBBs, select them both, press Move, and then you could put it really anywhere in main storage. I prefer alarms, because it's normally empty. And then you wait for it to paste. It might take a moment, solely because it's one of the larger OBBs, because it makes the game function. But once you have both there, you could go to Continue, and then find Bonelab. I wouldn't recommend patching any other game because not all games are built to be modded the same way Bonelab is. But you want to patch your game, and it's going to go through process, and you just let it happen. And eventually, it's going to ask me to uninstall Bonelab. And I'm going to want to click yes or okay. I don't remember what it says. And then, uninstalling. Press OK. And it's going to immediately ask to reinstall. Press install. Then we wait for the patching to be done. It might take a moment, but just sit here. And while we're waiting for that, I normally like to go to, press when it's successfully patch the application, press OK. I like to go to mod.io. It's not required, but I've never tested it without going to mod.io and getting a save file. But you're going to want to go to the search bar of Bonelab on mod.io, click 100, and just put that in. You're going to want to go to a 100% save file, patch 6. These others might work. Never, never tested it. But this one is always the one I use. I just click download file, and now it's installed. You can close it out. You could also now close out Melon Loader Installer. And we're going to want to take both of our OBBs. Before we take those, we're going to want to open up our library, click on BoneLab. Now just give it like 10 seconds. You want to count in your mind, you know. Press yes to storage it, ask for it, and just give it a moment. Because it won't launch, but just give it a moment. Alright, now that we gave it a moment to do its thing, press quit. We're going to want to open back up our Explorer. It's best if you close it again, but, you know, probably not required. Now that we have that, we're going to want to go to main storage, alarms, well, wherever you put the OBBs, press move, and back to the main storage, click Android, OBB, scroll all the way down and find BoneLab. There's going to be nothing in it. Press paste. And now we got to wait again, wait for the OBBs to, you know, just work. This part's very important. Don't screw it up, though. Just the whole process. If you screw this up, you're going to have to uninstall BoneLab and redo the entire process. But now that we get the OBBs back, we can go to downloads and find our save. Click on it. Like, open up the zip file, and then you will see this file. You want to select it and press move. You want to back out, go to home, main storage, Android data this time, and scroll all the way down. Once we find BoneLab, I want to go to files, saves, and paste it. This is the slot 0 is our dev save file. This one we want to delete, the top one. May not be the top. I don't know what file explorer you're using, but I like CX File Explorer. Now get rid of it. Now we could reopen BoneLab. And sometimes you'll get a black screen. You might have to wait a moment. When things like this happen, normally it means your BoneLab didn't launch. Let's try it again. Now that we're on the loading screen, it might take around 30 to 40 seconds. If it takes longer than 2 minutes, you probably did the process wrong, unfortunately. And hopefully you didn't, because it's not exactly easy process to do consistently and like do it over and over. But just hope you did not. While we're waiting for it to load, press yeah, allow to have a microphone. While we're waiting for it to load, you can really do anything. I like to make sure my Melon Loader installer is working. Okay, for some reason it saved all my mods, but I will still teach you how to get them. But we're gonna hope the BoneLab, yeah, it might take a while. You see, it launches, and now it's gonna do the shader pre-warming. I have a lot of code mods installed, but, you know, it's not required. It saved my code mods from the last time I, got all my, you know, all the mods. But, again, it's not required. We wait for it to load. It should work without you adding any code mods, but it should open. If it doesn't, you probably did the process wrong, unfortunately. But pre-warming takes a while, unfortunately. It's kind of touchy. But you just gotta wait for it to open. It's just one of those things you can't really do much upon. If the recording's weird, it's because I'm getting 5 FPS. Just know. Or even if my voice is weird, I'm getting very low FPS. We just gotta wait for the process to, you know, you gotta let all the shader stuff go. However, if you launch, like, you won't have to do this like every single launch. Now that voice loading, the recording should smooth up and it should look nice. Alright, when you get in, you're not gonna have machines. Well, these will still be here, but they're gonna normally you could get an extra machine back here, 2 more over there. How to do that is just don't worry about this. This is one of my code mods. I do have code mods installed, so everything's not gonna be exactly the same, but we're gonna want to go to mods. I understand. Click chaos.
There you go.
Downloads mod item and log in. For this, I'm gonna stop the recording because I don't want you to see my login, but I will be back. Okay, now that you're all logged in on mod.io, you're gonna want to open up your browser and search up mod.io. Make sure you're all signed in, and I recommend not having any mods to subscribe to. But now that we have it all open, we're gonna want to search up Fusion here too. Now we have this searched up. You're going to want to find Fusion Content Code Mod, subscribe to it, and Fusion Cosmetics Code Mod, subscribe to it too. Now that we have those both installed, not installed, but subscribed, you're going to want to install them through the in-game, the in-game installer. Now we got to be patient for it to load, but it should work once we have all the code mods installed. Okay, now that it's installed, you're going to press download all again to make sure everything is installed. I only have 2 mods to make it function. You might want to install more for your what you want to play with. Now that we have those 2 mods installed, close your game. You're also going to need one last mod. Go to Thunderstore. You're going to want to find Bone Lab. Thunderstore, Bone Rush is more popular, but Bone Lab should be down there a little bit. Now search up Thunderstore Mod Assistant. You shouldn't need any spaces. Now find the mod and click Manual Download. Now that we have all these mods installed, go to your downloads and select BoneLib, click on the mods. Hold on. Click on the mods folder. Press move. And then also click on Lack Transfusion. Paste the mod here and merge them. Now click on the plugins. Actually, no. On Fusion specifically, you want to click on plugins, and if it's Lab Fusion Updater.dll, you do not want it. It will ruin your Fusion. In my experience, at least. It will tell you when you load in with a notification that you need it, but you don't. Now, click on Move again. Go out. Now go to the Thunderstore Mod Assistant. Paste it here and merge them. Make sure you have the bonelib.dll, bonelib.xml, labfusion.dll, and Thunderstore Mod Assistant.dll. You're going to want to take the mods, the plugins, and move. You're going to want to go to your main storage, and do not click on Android. Go down to Melon Loader. Go to stretchlevel0.bonelab, and click Paste. Merge. And for me, I'm going to click Skip on these. However, if these do pop up, you want to press Overwrite, or yeah, you just want to press Overwrite. I'm going to skip it, only because I already have these mods installed. Now you won't have this one. This is another code mod. You'll have Thunderstore Mod Assistant, and in here, you won't have all these, but you'll have BoneLib. You will have what's it called? Lab Fusion, and you should also have Thunderstore Mod Assistant.dll. You don't have to have these, but I recommend getting Ragdoll Fix off of Thunderstore. Same thing with Ragdoll Player and Ragdoll View. Aren't required, but I like them. And one thing you're gonna need is FN Plus and FN Plus 3.dll. So we're gonna search up. So on Thunderstore, you're gonna want to search up Fusion networking. It'll be down here a little bit. Click on it. Click manual download, and you do the same process. It's going to show up in your downloads. You're going to click on it, press on the mods, go to main storage, melon loader, com.stresslevel0.bonelab, mods, and paste it. So, the FN Plus 3.dll is going to be harder to find. I don't know if you can find it on the internet. I'm actually going to test it real quick. Okay. So, you may not find it anywhere. I will put it in the video description, the file, because I don't know where else to get it. I only know I got it from a buddy, and I will post it in the description. But you're going to want to do the same thing that you did with Fusion Networking Plus. You're going to want to go to downloads, you're going to want to click on it, click inside the mods, copy and paste it into your melon loader, Stressful Zero, then mods, down in here. Now that you have the code mods installed, now they have all the code mods installed and all the normal mods installed, you can relaunch your BoneLab. And you're just gonna... It might take a moment to load, especially for me, because I have a lot of code mods. But you just want to be patient here. I'm gonna cut the video, so my quest doesn't lag a lot, and so you guys don't have to watch the loading screen. Okay, now that we're in the game, you should see Blue Sheet, and you should be able to open your menu, your radial menu, and go to Preferences, and see Bone Menu and Fusion. Fusion, for now, you're not going to have Riptide. That is going to be, well, no, you should have Riptide. That is on the FN Plus 3.dll. And you should have Bone Menu. You shouldn't have all these, but you will have Thunderstorm Mod Assistant. You could get more mods here. I have a few mods already, but it should work fine. You shouldn't need to install any more mods. I like to install my mods manually. However, Thunderstorm Mod Assistant is convenient. Now that we're in the game, that is for just code mods. If you want Fusion, you're going to need another app, which is installed the same way as the Lemon Loader. You're going to want to find, just give it a moment to load, you're going to want to find, alright, this part is only for the people who want Fusion. However, if you're happy with only having code mods and no Fusion, do not watch the rest of the video, you are done. Search up 0 tier 1 APK. And you're gonna want, I prefer to go to a place like APK Pure. Verify your person, you know. Make things easy for everyone. And you're gonna want to download the APK. And once it's in your downloads, you're gonna want to go to a file explorer. Go to downloads, and you will see it in your downloads. You want to click on it, install it. I have it installed already. As I should. Okay, I actually don't. Let's do that process real quick. I personally don't like to use the official 0 tier website. I don't know. I prefer to get it from APK Pure, because that is one of the more trusted. And just click on the download APK. Close any ads you get. And scroll down until you find this one specifically. Press download APK again. Now it's going to download it. Once it's done downloading, you're going to want to reopen your File Explorer and find 0 tier 1. There's going to be a bunch of numbers, APK pure APK. You're going to want to install it. Might take a moment because it's a bigger app to side load. When it says done, press open. And then add network, and then, any network ID. It doesn't really matter. Make sure it's 16 characters. Alright. For 0 tier to function, you need to go up to the 0 tier official website and click start for free. I have an account, so I'm going to log in. Now that I'm at my 0 tier, we need to press add network and then find. You will be already on your network page after it asks you to create a account. When you're on your network page, you're going to want to go up here, copy the network ID, bring it over here, paste it, and scroll down and add it. Now, reselect this. It's going to be asking for access. You'll get a notification here to advice, but since I already rejected it, it'll be over here. Press authorize, and then it should allow you to join the network. This will allow you to just straight up join lobbies. They're gonna need you. They're gonna need to give, they're gonna have to give you a code down here at manage IPs. This is gonna be your fusion code. However, the slash and then the number, you want to ignore that. So, for someone to join my fusion lobby, I'm gonna give them the code 10.205.111.29. That would be the code. They'd have to put that into the fusion networking, and it should work. So I came back, watched the video, I realized that might have not made sense to some people. That was an example. This is not going to be your actual code all the time. Most people will be able to give you code. Sometimes, if it made sense to you, great. If it didn't, just let people give you the code instead. Now, again, this is only for Fusion people. If you want code mods, this is not required. However, you have to do this for your code mods. And not for your code mods, for your Fusion code mod. And otherwise, that should be all. Everything should work right. If it doesn't, maybe leave a comment and I will look at it. And hopefully I could tell you where you went wrong. But you'll have to give me some information on when it went wrong. Thank you for watching, and have a good night.